On London 2012, we began assembling the site and the construction programme in 2005 with design work going on. So it was 7 years of work through to the Games. And during that period, the reason why health and safety was successful was because of a focus on leadership on the one hand to motivate, make everyone dynamically focused on health and safety, and on the other, engaging every worker, every supervisor in the process. So that in the course of that long programme, 50,000 people worked on individual projects and the programme as a whole. And every one of those 50,000 people made a contribution to the health and safety record that we achieved. I think in construction, the problems usually arise if people make it up as they go along when they're on site. Construction is a very can-do industry. People don't usually say that's not possible. So whatever circumstance you put them in, whatever equipment you give them, whatever materials, whatever the nature of the site, they'll try and do the job. So if you don't plan in advance, you end up with work that is being done unsafely and unhealthily because the workers are really motivated to get the job done and aren't being given the time and support needed to properly do the work. So planning the work in advance is absolutely vital. Innovation was important to us, but it arose out of getting the teams to work together. I think there's a problem when people just dream up new ideas and hope that they're going to be successful, particularly when you're working on a program that's got an absolute deadline. And we had to have the facilities available for the opening ceremony on the 27th of July 2012. So for us, innovation was something that needed to be evidence-based. We needed to try things out on a small scale and then use them across the program as a whole once we demonstrated that they would make a good contribution. So for us, innovation was part of the strategy. It wasn't just something that happened by chance. I think the biggest mistakes that we made on the program were never moving fast enough. So you decide that you want to do something for health and safety reasons, and you do it and it works, and you look back and say, why didn't we do that earlier and more forcefully? So we engaged with the designers, the architects and engineers, but I think we could have done that earlier and helped them make even better design decisions that would have squeezed out some of the risks. When we decided to train supervisors, we soon found that they had a really positive impact on the safety performance of their teams. And then we thought, well, why didn't we train them sooner? Because then we would have had the benefit of that impact earlier. I think on a big program like ours, you always look back on the things that worked well and regret not doing them quicker. Well, in our program and in the material that will be available for years, we had independent evaluation of different elements, published peer-reviewed journals, done in a proper independent way. And that material is available for anyone running a major project. And the key lessons discussed in those papers are leadership, having leadership as part of the DNA of how you operate, part of the day-to-day operation, making sure that that leadership was felt by every single construction worker, every designer, every supervisor and every manager, and engaging all of those people in working out how to make the job safer and healthier. And the other really big lesson beyond leadership and worker engagement was looking at the health side and making sure that the effort that we put in on health was at least as powerful as the effort we were putting in on preventing accidents. In construction, we damage many more people through harming their health at work than we do in accidents. And yet, historically, we've not put as much effort in. If we equalize that effort, I think an awful lot of people will benefit from being exposed to less dust, noise, fumes, vibration, all of those other factors, which both harm them and damage their quality of life, and in some cases shorten their lives as well.